Hi folks, I'm at the market of Cebu and this is the Nongfengyi or limau mandarin. Well, the market where I am is like the biggest one in Sarawak and maybe in all of Malaysia. It's really gigantic with like 1,000 official stalls and about 500 unofficial vendors at peak times, so 1,500 different stalls on this market. Still, I'm a little bit disappointed of the fruit selection. Maybe because it's a rainy day and a lot of those Iban and Dayak from the villages didn't bother to come. Maybe because the fruit season is kind of over. Or maybe because I'm really spoiled after several weeks in Borneo. Like I didn't find any new and fancy jungle fruits, although they have quite a lot of different fruit here. So since yesterday I've been mostly doing videos of some imported Chinese citrus. So this stuff here, limau mandarin. Well, limau, basically that's what they would consider a lime, but it's a sort of small sour mandarin which they usually use in the unripe state. So when they imported those tiny mandarins, probably from China, I guess, or maybe Vietnam or whatever, I didn't ask. I guess they just called them limau mandarin because they remind them of the tiny mandarins they use as limes. I don't think those are grown here because most citrus really need cold weather to develop this beautiful orange color. Most of the citrus grown around here, they don't get that really iconic color. They stay like kind of greenish, orangish, brownish. So the limau mandarin, probably imported. It's so funny that in this fruit paradise of Borneo, they have tons and tons of imported fruit from China, from America, from wherever. No matter how many native fruit you have, you always like some exotic fruit. And for them, stuff like apples, pears, or those subtropical citrus fruit are just as exotic as mangoes, avocados, or pineapples are for us. So inside it looks like a typical small mandarin. This limau mandarin, let's try it. Pleasant surprise, this is actually quite sweet. It's quite expensive, about twice as expensive as the honey mandarins, and a lot more expensive than most of the local fruit, but it's quite sweet. It's not one of the best mandarins I've ever eaten, but it's a good mandarin. Easy to peel. It's possible even with one hand. It's juicy. It's not dried up like a lot of citrus if you pick them too late. There are no hardened parts of the flesh, which also happens with citrus if you pick them too late. Yeah, sweet and juicy, pretty nice. There are seeds, but not too many. Yeah, well, it's quite small, but for that taste, compared to the other mandarins, I don't mind the small size. Quite a nice mandarin. I understand why it's so expensive here. I paid like over €2 or almost $3 per kilo, while you can get rambutan, pulasan, papaya or other stuff here for a couple cents usually per kilo, like under $1 per kilo, under 80 euro cents per kilo. This one is almost $3 per kilo, but quite tasty. Okay, folks, This was the limau mandarin. Stay tuned for more fruit videos from the jungles and occasionally giant markets of Borneo. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.